I'm John Maynor, President and CEO of the Cape Girardeau Area Chamber of Commerce. Tourism economically impacts Cape Girardeau tremendously. Tourism statewide is a major industry for the state, and in Cape Girardeau it's no different. The facilities constructed with the hospitality tax have added so much to our area, it's unbelievable. I can't imagine a Cape Girardeau without a Show Me Center. I can't imagine a Cape Girardeau without an Osage Center, without the Shawnee Sports Complex. I can't imagine a Cape Girardeau now without the River Campus, our latest addition to the area. But all of those facilities have kept us in our regional hub position, and we have to have those things.
The Show Me Center was brought together as a project between the city of Cape Girardeau and the university that's provided money from the state. There was $13.5 million, which was made up of $8.5 million from the state and $5 million from the city in bonds, and then we got $3 million from the students at Southeast Missouri State to add the Student Recreation Center. So on average, we will take in 160 events a year in the arena, much as we're setting up for the Chamber of Commerce dinner tonight. And that will include everything from college basketball games to concerts to flat shows, home and garden show, things like that. And then we have basketball camps across the summer, generally when we don't have a lot of activity going on here.
The original purpose of the Osage Center was to meet the needs of the community and the region as well. We host all sorts of events from recreational purposes to business purposes. We host fitness. The facility actually has over 200 patrons that utilize it each day. We bring in people from Poplar Bluff, from Sykeston, from Perryville, from Jefferson County that participate each week in our leagues. And then we see those same league shirts out in the restaurants, people eating their dinners, going back. They stop at our convenience stores, filling up with gas, returning to their communities.
My name is Bob Cherchio. I'm the Assistant Director of the Earl and Margie Holland School of Visual and Performing Arts at Southeast Missouri State University. The River Campus, as originally constructed, consisted of the Seminary Building and the Cultural Arts Center, and both of those facilities are still here today and pretty much the same size they were back then. So we have people coming from the four-state region to the River Campus. And when those people are in town, they eat, they go out to drink, sometimes they'll stay overnight. And so that has really helped the economy in the area. Here, you can come home from work, have dinner with your family, get in the car, drive over to River Campus, see a performance, be home and in bed by 10 o'clock. It's a wonderful, wonderful addition to the community, and it brings world-class entertainment, stuff you only would see in major performance halls right here to Cape Girardeau.
Sports is really our wheelhouse and the main thing that drives sellout nights for our community. We're fortunate enough to be in a proximity up and down Interstate 55 that from a driving logistics that we can actually pull from a regional standpoint with a lot of variety of sports such as softball and soccer. And so we've been blessed over the years that those have been the nights that we've been able to sell out. And then obviously from an occupancy standpoint, traditionally those are more than one or two individuals per room, which means then that's that many more dollars that are actually pumping into the community. From an economic standpoint, one of the phenomenal things is our restaurant industry continues to grow as more competition comes in. One would argue that the pie would continue to get diluted, and what we found is the pie just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
The majority of the hospitality tax is undoubtedly paid by visitors to our area. And this is not saddling the tax or anything else, but the fact is that about a third of the tax comes from hotel, motel, rental rooms, and those are, by nature, the vast majority paid for by visitors, not our local folks. And the restaurant taxes are guessed anywhere in that 30 to 40% local pay, so that's versus 60 to 70% visitors. And so, and again, visitors to our area want to visit these things that we do with these taxes, and that hospitality tax money is recruiting more visitors to our area. So it is a huge return on investment for the local citizens of Cape Girardeau when you look at that. The hospitality tax should be passed because it's a no-brainer for all of us. Every progressive community, even those much smaller than Cape, has a hospitality tax. And they use that money to promote their areas, which is one of the things we use our money for. And then we've been fortunate enough to have people with enough vision to outline major projects that also should be used with this money. And we've been able to do that in the past. We'll continue to do it in the future. It is a necessary thing for us to remain competitive and relative.